So the other day I made a video going over all of the recently announced Modern Warfare 3 news, from the camos to the new weapons, but we really didn't go into too much detail about the new weapons. We were given a preview of all 37 new weapons in Modern Warfare 3. We're gonna talk about them in today's video. Let's check them out. It's insane the amount of detail that we're getting. This whole listing, this whole blog post basically tells us literally everything. 15 ARs coming over from MW2, 6 in MW3 for a total of 21 ARs. But what we're gonna be looking at obviously is the 6 brand new ARs coming to MW3. So let's start off with this one. So we already got a preview of this. This is basically the AN94. It fires 2 bullets at first, and then it just fires like a normal amount right after. I had some issues getting kills with this. It had a very, very weak TTK. Now, granted, this is a game with a longer TTK than most recent Call of Duties aside from Cold War, but it still felt inferior to things like the ACR, the Striker, which was obviously the best gun in the entirety of the beta, and even the MTZ or whatever this is supposed to be, the MTZ 556. The AN just struggled overall. I remember using this in the beta. It wasn't better than the ACR, but it wasn't as bad as the AN94, but it did, like this one said, like it says right here, this close quarters AR excels at close to mid-range. It did feel good up close. At range, not so much. It did not outperform the ACR. The Holger, I'm excited for. When I played through the campaign, this gun was a lot of fun to actually shoot. So I'm excited for this one. It shot absurdly straight and it felt powerful. Now, it was obviously just shooting campaign enemies, so it's a little different compared to shooting players that are going to be slide canceling and moving and all that. It still felt really good in the campaign. The ACR was the best AR in the entirety of the beta, pretty much. Nothing more to really say about it. It shot straight. It didn't really have any recoil at all. It did a decent amount of damage for what it was worth. It was better than both of these other 2 guns at range. I felt like the MTZ kind of beat the ACR in some areas, but again, that was mostly close quarters, mid-range kind of sorta. This thing was just perfection, just kind of like how it was back in the old days. This is also a new one, the OG58, which is actually kind of a cool name. I mean, excellent recoil control, and it's a 3-round burst. This is actually a really, really nice looking 3-round burst AR. I don't know why, the design just kind of stands out to me. Something about it is clean. It just looks nice. I like this gun a lot, the way it looks. So that's the OG, or DG. That says DG, my apologies. It's a 3-round burst and it's a bullet up, sort of like the FR556. I mean, the FAMAS, basically, or whatever version of the FAMAS they call it. The other one was called the FAMAS. This one's called the FR. I don't really know. This is a 3-round burst and a bullpup. I think the burst rifles have the ability to be really good in a COD with a longer TTK compared to like the other Call of Duties where you die in like 2-3 bullets. It prevented these guns from basically having any real stopping power. They were either way too weak or absurdly broken. With more health in the game, I feel like it kind of gives you more room to kind of have to land those extra bullets, and if you just happen to get that one burst, it feels like it takes it'll probably feel like it takes a lot more effort. That's kind of how it felt like in Black Ops 3 with the M8. I'm hoping that they find a way to make it feel good, because burst rifles have needed a spotlight for a long time, in my personal opinion, in Call of Duty. They just haven't felt great. I like the way this one looks though. Gun attractiveness is a real thing, man. If the gun ain't sexy, I don't want it. Those are all 6 of the new ARs. Let's talk about the battle rifles. So we're gonna have 5 coming from MW2 and 3 coming from MW3 for a total of 8. Medium to long range primary weapons, aim down sight speed, semi-auto or 3-round bursts usually. Average mobility, high accuracy with high damage. Semi-auto or 3-round bursts. So most of these are semi-auto or 3-round bursts. But this is the Bass B. This thing was weird in the beta from what I understood. I actually really didn't give it a chance to use this. I was too focused on using the ACR. I had so much fun with that gun. I heard a lot of people complaining about this one having some weird like hit registration / like DPS issues. There was one guy who shot a guy across the map in his legs and complained about getting nothing but hit markers, and I'm just like, longer TTK, you're shooting him in the legs, you're shooting him across the map. Like, what do you think's gonna happen, you know? So that's the Bass B. Let's talk about the BR Sidewinder. I actually like the name, the Sidewinder. That's kind of cool. It sounds like a transformer. A highly adaptable BR rifle or battle rifle chambered in 450 ammo that delivers high damage at close to mid-range. Okay, so if these can actually be swapped over to 3-round bursts, that's a lot of burst weapons we're gonna be getting. I mean, it looks sick. It kind of looks just like the ACR platform. They look really similar. Now, most guns in these categories are going to look similar, obviously. Like, this looks like it's built around some kind of AR-15 M4 kind of category. I'm no gun expert, so if I sound like an idiot, I do apologize. But this definitely looks like it's in the same family tree as the ACR, you know, similar stocks by just default, similar looking sights right off the rip. It's built in the same area. I'm pretty confident anyway. Now, the only thing that does look bad or different is the barrel, but you can also equip this particular barrel to the ACR. That's something I noticed in the beta. beta anyway. Let's go on to the MTZ. So we're in the MTZ family again, the 7.62, a fully automatic battle rifle to send hard-hitting 6.2 rounds downrange at high velocity. So when they add like these fully auto BRs, why not just make it an actual AR at that point? You know, if it's going to be fully automatic with a decently large magazine off the rip, why not just make it in the AR category? You know what I mean? I don't have anything against BRs, but it's such a weird category in my personal opinion. And then we got subs. We're gonna have 6 new subs, 12 from MW2. Obviously the striker was just broken, stupid broken in the beta. It was so damn good. You could cross map with this gun. We've got the WSP Swarm, which is like a little mini Uzi. It's ultra combat and maneuverable. There's 9mm SMG overwhelms targets with a fast fire rate. Yeah, it did shoot really fast. We've got the AMR9, which kind of has a bit of a futuristic look, if you're being honest here. At least in my personal opinion, it does. I was expecting it to open up. Oh, there it is. I mean, it's got somewhat of a futuristic look, honestly. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit or whatever. Yeah, it's I like the way the sights kind of look on it. I know this was in the beta, but I did not really use it that much. And then we've got the, this is just the regular Uzi, and I ain't talking Uzi Vert. This is the regular looking Uzi. Last time we had a good fun Uzi, I think was in Cold War, I want to say, with the Milano, which was basically an Uzi. The Uzi variant, sort of, kind of. It was also really damn good and really strong. Then we've got the Scorpion. That's literally what this is. This is just a Scorpion with uglier sights, or the CX50 or whatever it was in MW19. I don't really like the way this gun looks, honestly, but it felt kind of fun to use in the beta. It didn't feel better than the Striker, but it was fun just to shoot because of how fast it fired. It's lightweight, built for agility, obviously. It fired really fast. Then we got the Striker 9. This wasn't in the beta. I don't really know what the differences are going to be like, and we'll read the description in a second, but here's the Striker 9. This combat SMG, or compact SMG, sorry, handles like a carbine while taking advantage of the low recoil and versatility of 9mm rounds. I mean, the regular Striker had no recoil either, so I don't really know how this is going to fit. It's supposed to act like a midway between a carbine to like a mid-range-ish AR, I guess. And with the agility and speed of an SMG, kinda, I guess. Isn't that what usually a carbine is? Somebody could correct me, but most carbines in games are usually an SMG AR sort of kind of hybrid, you know? And then we've got the shotguns. Don't really care about these things at all, but we'll go over them anyway. 6 from MW2, woohoo, and 3 from MW3. You know what's gonna be really messed up? Watching people use the Doom shotgun in this game, because you're gonna be able to unlock all of your Modern Warfare 2 weapons, I believe, at level 4, which is insane. I personally think all those guns should not be usable until you've unlocked all the MW3 base weapons. Hot take, probably. I think that should be the case. Or if you haven't played MW2 yet, then they're available for you. But if you played MW2, you got everything unlocked, these should be locked right off the rip, in my personal opinion. Lock them away until you unlock everything else. That's just the way I feel about it. We got the Lockwood 680, another Lockwood. Okay. It's a 12 gauge pump. We've got the Haymaker. Oh, dude, this is the one shotgun from Warzone 1/MW19 that took over those first like couple seasons. It was damn good. It's a mag-fed shotgun that you could just spam, literally. We got the shotgun. We've got the Riveter. I don't really remember using this too much in the beta, but apparently you could slap some dragon fire rounds. What's up with the obsession with fire? Why is there so much fire in Call of Duty? There are multiple fire grenades in this game, fire shells. It's been like that for like 4 years, 5 years now. Can we please stop putting fire in the game? It's not fun. Nobody enjoys fighting against it. It's just obnoxious. Like, fire needs to go. This thing's fully auto, by the way. It's a hole punching machine. Noted. So expect this thing to be powerful. Next, we got the LMGs. 5 new ones, 6 returning from MW2. The Pulemyot 7.62. This thing is beefy, man. I love the way it sounded in the campaign. Chambered in 7.62, this belt-fed heavy machine gun provides excellent suppressive fire, dealing a massive amount of damage at long ranges. It felt beefy in the campaign, and it shot stupid straight. So we've got the DG58, which is sort of like some kind of QBZ looking thing. We had a gun like this in Black Ops 2, actually. It's called like the Type 25, and there was like a variant of it or something that was an LMG. A lightweight squad weapon for controlling zones and laying down suppressive fire. It looks cool. It's an LMG. We've got the Holger 26. If you played MW19, you remember this gun. I mean, I didn't really use it that much, to be perfectly honest. We've got the Bruin. Bruin's returning from MW19, which would be pretty fun. It was a very meta weapon for the first couple of seasons of Warzone, being one of the first like DLC weapons. So I'm kind of excited to see what this will bring. And then we've got the TAC Eradicator, which is just a hammer, basically from Black Ops 2. It's built on that SCAR platform. I'm not calling it the TAC platform. It's a SCAR. It's built on that SCAR platform. I hate these new naming conventions. A fully automatic LMG that utilizes a prototype that firing method, going from a closed to open bolt system, starting out at blazingly fast fire rate before quickly slowing down and becoming more accurate. The Attack Eradicator will become available to use in-game via a challenge shortly after game launch, so you won't get this right off the rip. There'll be a challenge to get this. I love the hammer from BL2, man. What a fun weapon that was. And I kind of miss when LMGs were the only guns that had these huge magazines. I hate that we got these on ARs and stuff now. And moving on, we've got 4 brand new marksman rifles with 8 returning. We've got the KVD Enforcer. By the way, medium and long range primary weapons, aimed at side speed, semi-auto, or bolt lever action usually. The KVD Enforcer, a marksman rifle chambered at 7.62, lightweight construction, results in excellent recoil control for rapid follow-up shots. I think this was in the beta. It was pretty good. It shot quick. That's all I remember. We got the MCW, so that means this is kind of built on the ACR platform. Chambered at 6.8, this highly modular marksman rifle features exceptional damage and reliability. Then we've got the DM56. It looks like a variant of the Holger, a titan of ballistic ingenuity. This marksman rifle boasts best-in-class rate of fire and exceptional controllability. Good to know. So slapping a mag on this one will probably be kind of crazy. Then we got the MTZ, so the MTZ platform, Interceptor. I guess one thing about this whole MTZ thing, it'll kind of help you understand like which weapon tree everything's got it from, which I don't know how many people are going to really care about, but it's still cool. A high-powered marksman rifle chambered in 7.62, control mid to long distances with a semi-auto weapon. Cool. And then we got the Cat AMR. Wait, no, these are sniper rifles. Okay. So 3 new ones, 7 from MW2. Dude, the one thing I want is for the intervention from MW2 to be usable in this game. Like for it to be fast, not heavy, slow, sluggish, quick ADS, quick movement, just like how it used to be back in the old days. I want this thing to be an actual sniper, because the one thing that sucked about MW2 was the snipers suck for actually trying to get montages and stuff with. I want this sniper at least to be fun to use. So the Cat AMR is a 50 cal bolt action sniper. I mean, it doesn't get any more descriptive than that, honestly. So we'll probably see some crazy stuff with it. And then here we go with this one. I don't like this gun. It doesn't look like a sniper. It's just kind of cheap. A 25 round mag AK-74 or AK-47, sorry, with a sniper scope, and these bullets one shot. It just doesn't look sniper enough for me to even want to use it. It just seems too stupid. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this gun, but it had an absurdly large amount of ammo. I remember the KV Inhibitor. Maybe this was the other one that was in the beta and not the, what is it? This one? It might've been this one instead, the KVD Inhibitor or KV Inhibitor. I don't know, man. This thing was pretty nice. I mean, it didn't feel like a true sniper. It's just a semi-auto. I'm all for the bolt actions. That's why I want the intervention to be good. This is actually technically a bolt action, but again, I'm just not crazy about the way that gun's built. Then we got 4 new pistols, 8 coming from MW2 for a total of 12. We got the Core 50 or 45 semi-auto pistol chambered in 45 ammo. I mean, it's a pistol. Looks like some form of Glock. We got the Renetti. If you remember the Renetti from Cold War, and I think Modern Warfare 2019 had a 3-round burst pistol, and Black Ops 4 also did too. We had the Renetti. So it's back. Then we got the Tier, which I'm pretty certain made an appearance in COD Ghosts. Now, I remember talking about this in my last video when we went over all the Call of Duty news, but we never really went this much in depth with the new weapons. This was a revolver. It looks sick, honestly. This is some Destiny looking shit. I'm here for it. Now, I know obviously Destiny's basing their guns off of actual, you know, revolvers and whatnot, but this is still one of the more futuristic looking things, and I can't wait to aim those sights, man. It looks clean. I like the way this thing looks. So we got that, and then we got this WSP Stinger, which is another mini Uzi that you can have as a pistol, and boy, did this sucker have a high fire rate. And then we've got launchers, 4 from MW2, 1 from MW3. The grenade launcher. They just said, screw it. We'll take this weapon that we've had in Warzone for many years, make it into a secondary. I'm gonna troll with this so hard because we've got a 6-round grenade launcher that I'm just going to troll with. So we got that. And then we've got the gunner knife and the karambit, which is like one of those fancy looking knives you'll see in games like CSGO. I'm always welcoming new knife variants just to play around with. I know TKO or These Knives Only is gonna enjoy using this a lot, man. It looks tiny, but I'm here for it. Hopefully it has a cool inspec, maybe like twirl it around or something where this like little finger slot is. That's cool. And then we went over the conversion kits already, so we'll just briefly go over them. We've got the Jack Raven kit that you know, we'll have to wait and see kind of what they do. We've got the Jack Heretic carbine kit for the BR version of the MC or the MTZ 762. I wish they just had like straightforward names. This is just so much to remember. Which MTZ are you using? The 762 or the 69420? I don't really know. There's so many repeated names. But we've got a variety of different, what are these, kits, basically conversion kits. So that's pretty much everything for all of the new weapons of the game. People complain that we only got 37 right off the rip, but we also have all the stuff coming over from MW2. I personally don't really care too hard. It'll definitely make the camo grind a lot easier because we usually have at least 50 weapons to do, but I don't think it'll be too bad of a problem. So let me know, guys, which weapon are you looking forward to using the most? Modern Warfare 3 drops this week on Friday. I will be streaming it at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time after I get off of work over on my Twitch page, and I believe also either my YouTube or my Kick. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we'll probably stream it on YouTube. I want to make sure I get that footage up on the channel. And if you're new here, be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel for more gaming content. And as always, guys, this is VidJay the Gamer. I'm excited for Modern Warfare 3, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.